Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Brooklyn Nets potentially trading for shooting guard of the Miami Heat, Tyler Herro, as the Brooklyn Nets have emerged as one of the teams that is potentially interested in adding in Tyler Herro as the Portland Trailblazers and the Miami Heat try to work out this Damian Lillard trade talks. But the best trade asset that the Miami Heat currently have is Tyler Herro, and the Portland Trailblazers want nothing to do with him, and I understand that because they have so much guard talent, and honestly, I think it would just be a waste for them to have Tyler Herro, because think about this, what they have. Right now they have Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons, and Scoot Henderson. And if you add in Tyler Herro, it's going to bring problems for those other young guards trying to find minutes. As of right now, I think all three of those guys would start, but then one of those guys would have to come off the bench. And there is a small chance that one of those guys already has to come off the bench, because there is a chance Portland might not want to start all three of them, because those are three small players. Shaedon Sharpe is 6'5", but Anthony Simons and Scoot Henderson are smaller. So I don't think they want to add in a big-time guard in a trade. I think they'd want to add in a forward or a center as one of the best players they're acquiring. I think that's why they're interested in a player like DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns. But I'm going to talk about what I think a trade between the Brooklyn Nets, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Miami Heat on a 3-team deal that would send Dame to the Heat and Tyler Herro to the Brooklyn Nets, which I think would get a deal done. Potentially, I think the only thing that it's depending on is the Portland Trailblazers. If they say yes on a deal that I think could send Dame to Miami and Tyler Herro to Brooklyn. So the Brooklyn Nets would receive Tyler Herro and Jusuf Nurkic from the Portland Trailblazers and the Miami Heat. So Nurkic, who averaged 13 and 10 last year, and Tyler Herro, I don't have his stats, but we had a great season with the Heat last year. And so those two players would go to Brooklyn. Then Damian Lillard would go to the Miami Heat. Here's what the Portland Trailblazers would get: Kyle Lowry, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nick Claxton, Jaime Jaquez Jr., who was the 18th overall pick in the draft. He's a Heat player. And then the final big assets would be draft picks: 2024 first-round pick, 2027 first-round pick, 2029 first-round pick, 2 first-round pick swaps, and 1 second-round pick to Portland, all from Miami. So 3 first-round picks, 2 first-round pick swaps, 1 second-round pick, Kyle Lowry, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nick Claxton, Jaime Jaquez Jr. to the Portland Trailblazers, while the Heat get Damian Lillard and the Nets get Tyler Herro and Jusuf Nurkic. So full roundup here. I'm gonna go over what every team gets and what every team loses. The Nets get Tyler Herro and Jusuf Nurkic, while they lose Dorian Finney-Smith and Nick Claxton. The Heat get Damian Lillard, while they lose Kyle Lowry and Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Tyler Herro as well. And they also lose 3 first-round picks and 2 first-round pick swaps and 1 second-round pick. The Blazers lose Damian Lillard, while they get Kyle Lowry, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nick Claxton, and Jaime Jaquez Jr. and the draft picks. One team I want to focus a whole lot on of what their team would look like after this potential trade, and it's not one of the biggest stories would be, which would be the Blazers or the Heat. I want to focus on the Brooklyn Nets, what their team would look like after this trade. Here's what their whole roster will look like, and it'd be, I think, pretty good. They've been interested in bringing in Herro for a long time now. It's been roaming around for 2 months, almost 2 months now, and I think this all started when Ben Simmons and Tyler Herro were seen working out together, and Herro would actually like to go to Brooklyn. Let's look at what their team and their starting lineup and their bench rotation would look like. Starting point guard would be Spencer Dinwiddie. Starting shooting guard would be Tyler Herro. Starting small forward would be Mikal Bridges. Starting power forward would be Cameron Johnson. Starting center would be Jusuf Nurkic. That is the starting lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Not too bad. Here's what the bench rotation looks like. 6-man Ben Simmons. The rest of the bench, you have Royce O'Neal. You have Cam Thomas, Day'Ron Sharpe. It's not, and then also Lonnie Walker, Noah Clowney, Dariq Whitehead, This is not a bad Nets team right here if they acquire Tyler Herro and Yusuf Nurkic. I'm going to be honest. I think Damian Lillard's going to be a big addition for the Miami Heat if this trade happens, or if they just get him in general. But if this trade happens right here, I think one of the biggest winners, the main winner would be the Miami Heat, but I think big winners would be the Brooklyn Nets adding in Tyler Herro and Yusuf Nurkic. I mean, I think they would be so much better off with Tyler Herro and Yusuf Nurkic than Dorian Finney-Smith and Nick Claxton. I think, one of the biggest reasons why they're winning big in this trade is because, the Miami Heat and the Portland Trailblazers need their help to get this trade done, and they're, taking a little bit of a downgrade at center, going from Nick Claxton to Yusuf Nurkic, and losing a good three-point shooter and a good defender, Dorian Finney-Smith, but getting a guy like Tyler Herro back. And I'm sure they might have to give up a couple second-round picks in return, maybe potentially, but I think this would be a great trade for the Brooklyn Nets. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Your thoughts on the potential trade for the Nets, the Heat, and the Blazers. And let me know your thoughts. Peace out.